It's Marlene here with Savory Thoughts at savorythoughts.com. So today, instead of a recipe, I'm going to show you exactly how we Haitians love to clean our meat. So one of my favorite recipes to make for the family is our Haitian stewed chicken. However, making the chicken can be a little bit daunting at times, only because of the cleaning process. Haitians, we clean our chicken a particular way. Often involves either sour oranges, definitely vinegar, lemon, or lime. There is a process to how we make it. There is a process to how we clean it. And there is a process on how everything just comes together. When it comes to, first of all, let me explain. When it comes to making Haitian chicken and cleaning Haitian chicken. So for those of us who were born and raised in Haiti, you'll know that Haiti is very hot. Most of us do not have refrigerators, so therefore we always resort to some sort of acidic substance to help us clean and cook our meat. Not only that it helped to tenderize the meat, but it also helped to kill bacteria. Okay, so when it comes to cleaning your meat, you always want to have at least two of these items, and that's always going to be your vinegar or lemon or lime. Sour oranges is sometimes can be hard to find depending on where you live, your region, but if you can find it, you can substitute that for either the lemon or lime. Okay, so let's get started on how to clean your chicken to make sure that the meat is nice and it's tender, and also you don't have to spend a lot of time marinating your chicken. So let's get started. So when cleaning your chicken Haitian style, here's the first step. You want to make sure that you have a pot filled with water on the stove. You want to make sure that you bring it to a slow boil, so about medium-high heat should be enough. This is going to come to temperature while you clean the chicken. So when starting, if you have a sink stopper, that's perfect. If not, you can use a large bowl or a large pot. Add your chicken. So step 2 is to get 2 lemon. Because of the amount of chicken that we have, you want to use 2 lemon, okay? One is going to be strictly to clean the chicken. So the second one, you're going to squeeze the lemon juice onto the chicken and then drop the lemon in the water. So step 3, this is where we start to clean the chicken. Add a little bit of water. You need about 6 to 8 cups of water for this amount of chicken, okay? Remember, the lemon juice is already in here, so it's going to help to disinfect and help kill the bacteria while we clean. Now you want to start off by removing any gunks, any fat that is on the chicken, and also extra feathers. And you also want to remove the skin as well, especially this section right here. Simply just take your knife and pull it backwards, or the opposite direction of where it's facing. All of this is what you want to remove. You can also remove the skin if you don't like to eat the skin. That's perfectly fine. It's actually a lot healthier for you to even remove the skin. But for the purpose of showing you guys how to make it and how to clean it, we're just going to leave the skin and show you how I would clean it if I were to cook this chicken with the skin on. Remove as much of the fat as possible. So once you're done with the leg, set it aside. And repeat the process with the other legs. Use your knife to gently scrape off any dead skin that may be left over from the chicken. Now, if you choose to remove the skin, let me show you how to do that. So simply take your knife, remove all the fat. Take your hands and just pull the skin backwards. That's it. And continue to remove the fat that is left behind. These sections right here, I normally do not worry about it. If you can remove it, that's fine. But if not, this is all part of the bristle. It's okay if you leave that. What you want to do is to remove any outer fat layer. When it comes to the wings, they're very simple to clean. They usually do not have a lot of fat, as white meat usually do not have fat. At least not a ton of fat. But they do have hidden feathers. So you want to open your wings up as much as possible. Take your hand or use your knife to try to scrape off any feathers that may be left behind. Now when it comes to the thighs, there are different components when it comes to the thighs. You have on the back side you have the fat, you also have the skin, and in the inside you also have all the fat as well, and gunks and veins that you also need to remove. So to do this, again, take your knife to help you pull it backwards. Be careful as you are doing it. I like to hold my knife like this because first of all I like to use a small knife like a paring knife, and I hold it with my forefingers and use my thumb to guide as I'm removing the fat and the grease from it. Take your hands or take your fingers, pull it backwards gently. That's it. You'll notice with my thumb I'm able to remove some of the fat from the chicken. And again, all of this, if it's not removed, that's what makes your chicken smell, and also it's a lot of grease when it's cooking, and all of that is not good for you. So if you want to stay healthy, definitely would recommend that you remove this and clean your chicken this way. We'll continue with the same process that we did with the legs. And to remove the chicken skin, again, use your fingers, use your thumb and your knife and pull it backwards. You may have stubborn fat that refuses to come out. That's fine. Just try your best to remove as much of it as possible. And this is it for the thighs. This is how we remove the skin. Set that aside. Now, if you choose to leave the skin on your thighs, this is how I recommend that you do it. You still take your knife, use your thumb as a guide, and scrape off the fat. Gently pull the skin backwards. Remove any stubborn fat that is left behind. Pull the skin forward and scrape off any feathers or dead skin that may have been left behind. Turn it around. You'll notice all of this. This is nothing but grease and fat. Remove as much of it as possible without detaching the skin to the meat. If you find it to be helpful, you can also use a cutting board to help you, especially if this is the first time you are doing this. Remove as much as possible. This is the veins. Try to remove that. And by removing these, this allows your chicken to marinate, the seasoning to really embed itself into the meat, and also your meat definitely will feel lighter as you cook it and eat it. And this is what it will look like if you decide to leave the skin on. So if you have a breast, or if you have a half a chicken like this, this is with the skin on. This is how you will do it. Take your knife, use your thumb as your guide, and start scraping off anything that resembles fat or gunk. Gently pull the skin back and continue to scrape. And please be very careful when you are doing this, because you can cut yourself, especially if you're not used to cleaning your meat this way. So this section right here can get tricky. You may have to use your thumb to help you. And that's why I definitely recommend that you use a paring knife when you are cleaning your chicken, especially if you're not comfortable with a chef's knife. Continue to scrape off. These are the little stubborn veins. If you can get them, that's fine. If not, you can just leave it. These are all dry blood. Just try to remove that as much as possible, but if not, that's okay too. And you will notice that in the other steps where we'll use the lemon to help us with the cleaning process and removing some of these leftover and stubborn fat. Give it a quick check, and that's it. This is how you would clean it if you want the skin to stay on. Let's sit it aside. Now, if you choose to remove the skin, same process with half a chicken. If you choose to remove the skin, okay, gently take the skin, use your thumb as a guide to help make a slit, and pull the skin back. Okay. Use your knife to help guide you. Remember, the lemon juice that we recently sprayed on this is also disinfecting the chicken, these right here, as they wait to be cleaned. Okay, I'll just sit that aside. And we're going to continue with the same process of scraping and removing the gunk. Okay, so this is all the fat, gunk, and membranes that we removed from the chicken. Here's a trick. To keep your trash can in your home from smelling bad, I recommend that you take all of this and place it inside the bag. And before you close it, you're going to add salt. I use kosher salt, but you can use any salt that you have. And what the salt does is that it keeps it fresh, and also keeps it from smelling. And just take your plastic bag and tie it really tight. And that's it. So take your drain stopper, put it back in, take the chicken and Place it back in the sink. Rinse out your bowl. Continue to add about 6 to 10 cups of water. Take the lemon. Clean out your bowl, helps heal your bacteria. And you also do not want cross-contamination. Take your chicken. Okay, take your lemon, squeeze it, and you're going to rub the lemon all over the chicken. Be careful as you are doing it, just in case if there are any bones that is poking out, you don't want to cut yourself. Okay, take it, sit it in the bowl. And by the time you are done cleaning your chicken, you should use both half of the lemon. And when you are squeezing the juice out, just squeeze it out just a little at a time. Now, if you're wondering if this is going to make your chicken taste like lemon, the answer is no. However, it is going to have a fresh scent, but your chicken is not going to taste like lemon. It's just going to smell clean, and it's going to be very light. And this is also going to help your chicken to tenderize. Once you're done cleaning your chicken, always make sure that you wash your area. Again, you do not want any cross-contamination. Alright, now step 5 will be for you to rinse out all the lemon and rinse out your chicken. And when doing this, try to use hot water as much as possible, or to the extent that you can handle it. So you will notice as you rinse out your chicken, a lot of these fat will become slippery, and that's exactly what the lemon does to the chicken, what it does to the meat. And this is for any poultry, and also if you are cleaning pork, it does the same thing. It makes it softer, it makes it easier for you to just remove. See, it just comes right off. You don't even need the knife for it. So just use your hand and remove as much of it as possible. And you'll also notice that your chicken will start to change to a light gray color. That's fine. Your meat is not cooking, so don't worry. It's just being clean. And again, this is one of the reasons to why we like to clean our meat with acid. Also, as you rinse out your meat, be sure that it's not sitting in the same water. Again, the whole point is for you to clean it and make it feel light. You don't want to add the same dirty water back into the chicken. So, just in case you thought we were done, we're still not done yet. We still have the vinegar to add. Now, when it comes to the vinegar, because we use the lemon, it's optional, and I use that lightly. We usually try to use both at the same time, because the more acid or acidic ingredients that you use to clean your chicken, the better. If you don't have vinegar, and it's distilled white vinegar, if you don't have vinegar, that's fine. I do not recommend that you use apple cider vinegar, because it's not going to do the same job, and it's also going to leave a weird taste in your chicken. That's not what you want. So you want to use white distilled vinegar along with your lemon or lime or sour orange if you are able to find it. So here we go. Take your meat, add your meat back to the sink or your large bowl. Okay. Rinse out the bowl. For this amount of chicken, we're going to add about 1 cup of white distilled vinegar. So if you're wondering if your chicken is going to have that weird vinegary taste, no, it's not. I promise you it's not. But we like to clean the chicken again, and then clean it again. Okay. This is just to make sure that all of the bacteria, because before the chicken came home with you, it was previously handled by the farmer and then the distributor and then the market and then get to you. So there's a lot of hands that touch your chicken. So you want to make sure that it is absolutely clean before you start to cook it. Okay? Now, as you clean the chicken with the vinegar, you'll notice that it's going to start to sound rubbery or rough. That's a sign that you have done the first process correctly and it is clean. This is just to further enhance the cleanliness of your chicken or the cleaning process of the chicken. All right. From now, remove the drainage. You want to use hot or warm water for this. Okay? And just rinse it out thoroughly. This is what it looks like. See? Okay, add your drainage stopper back in and transfer the chicken for a final step. Take your hot water. This is what it looks like. Okay. Now this is called a hot water bath. The reason why we do this, and be very careful because it is from the stove. So this is going to help seal in the juiciness and also for sure kill the bacteria, and the lemon help to flavor the meat as well. This is your last process. You don't want to leave it in the hot water for a long period of time, about 45 seconds to 1 minute. Start removing it. And that's it. This is what your chicken looks like when you are done cleaning it. You are ready to start seasoning and marinating your chicken and start to cook your chicken any way you like. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We have a lot more like this coming up, and if there's anything that you would like for us to video for you, please let us know in the comment box below, or you can send us an email. We are savorythoughts@savorythoughts.com. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are new, we would love for you to subscribe and be part of the Savory Thoughts family. Cheers.